Welcome to another episode of Around the Forge. I'm excited to have episode 2. This is going to start to become a weekly thing. I missed the last couple of weeks, but now I'm back on track. And it's just a good way of me keeping myself accountable for the goals that I have to try to become a better husband, a better father, and a better follower of Jesus Christ. So going to try to make this quick. I'd love for any of those who want to join me in this accountability time each week, set some time apart and just look how your week went, try to see your wins, your losses, and then try to set goals for the next week. And that's what this is about, is just becoming better. None of us are perfect. Everyone says that. That's what I believe. But there's nothing wrong with trying to get there, with the understanding that you're going to make mistakes. So one thing that stuck out to me this week is that memories are forged in the chaos. And I say that because this past week was a fathers and sons outing where in the LDS church, at least where I am or where we grew up, once a year there's a camp out where fathers get to bring their sons and just be with your, basically people in your neighborhood or people in your church congregation. And it's nice to get out and, into the wild. It wasn't really the wild, but I was in charge of cooking for our group, and we couldn't have fires or briquettes, and I wanted to do Dutch oven cooking. So my dad helped me. He started cooking early at his house, and I started cooking at my house. And really hot day. It's a lot of effort to go buy all the food and then prep it and then cook it and then get it up there to try to keep it warm. So a lot of moments where I thought about stressing out, but I was thinking about how I could just be present and just live in the moment and not get too frustrated. We end up going up to the camp out, and as we pull up, there's a fire. We set everything up, we get ready to eat, and then the people who are in charge of the camp let us know we've got to evacuate. And so we hurried and served up food. Unfortunately, we had to take our tents down, but we still were able to make that memory of, really the whole day was memorable for me. And I had one of my sons, my youngest, second to youngest sons, was with me. He was really disappointed we couldn't sleep in the tent. But overall, I think he had a good time just getting out and being with me. And I had a lot of fun. It was 3 generations with my dad, me, and my son. To me, that's what it was all about. So memories are made in the chaos. So I'm going to highlight a win that I had this week because of the baby we just had almost 2 months ago. And then the marathon training, we've been out of town. We haven't worked on our yard basically at all this summer. With the drought, we've kind of given up too. We're trying to keep things alive, but not super great. But yesterday was the first Saturday we've had in a long time to get out into the yard and do a lot of yard work. It was hot, and we wanted our kids to be a part of that. And I thought Mariah and I led by example, and it wasn't easy to get them out there, but they did all contribute to helping us with the yard, pulling weeds, sweeping, just being out there. It was really good. So that was a big win for me. As far as the marathon training going, I've been struggling the last couple weeks to stay on top of it. We've been out of town traveling. And then for my birthday, we were traveling as well. We camped at Lagoon. That was fun, but just didn't get to as many miles in as I was hoping. I got 14 total miles in with 2 runs, 10 miles on my birthday. I did 4 this morning. I'm feeling really good. I did hit the gym one time this week too. My legs are really sore. I'm trying to just build the strength in my legs for this race coming up. So I have a lot of room to improve on this marathon training. This week and the following are going to be really big weeks for me and my legs, and to make sure I'm ready. Okay, we have a series that's called The Punch List. It's basically documenting finishing all the unfinished projects in our house. We've started a lot, and I have yet to finish most of them. Again, just with the traveling, we didn't get too much really this week. I didn't do any of our projects that we've lined out, but we did work in the yard. I feel like as a father, again, the big win was taking Bowen out with me to Fathers and Sons. And then every day at practice, Baylor started football. It's really cool to be able to help coach him and help him do his best. But I have a habit, I guess I'd call it, of when I'm trying to teach my kids, I get really serious and my voice gets raised quite a bit, and a lot of times I'm not very nice to them. So I want to work on that this week, of being able to teach and lead by example without raising my voice and, basically scaring the kids. I'm sure a lot of fathers can relate to that, just the parents as well. Something I'm trying to work on each week is to set aside specific time with Mariah, that we get our, one-on-one time as husband and wife. I haven't done that, and that's something I definitely am going to work on. We did have some moments this week while camping or just being at home. We found some time to be together, but it wasn't anything that I planned and set apart. But it's her birthday this week and our anniversary, so I better. Y'all, I won't say I failed, but this week as far as faith goes, I didn't set a whole lot of time aside to read scriptures or pray and talk to God, and that I felt like that I just didn't have the Spirit present in my life a whole lot this week, and I wasn't seeking it out and just setting that time aside. So something that forged me this week is, there's a few things I guess I could say. Just a couple things dealing with work, come to some realizations and making some decisions that Mariah and I have to make that's best for our family. Anyways, we made a couple tough decisions with work, related to Bighorn and whatnot that we feel are going to be really good for our family, and I'm excited. So I guess coming together and, making those decisions, kind of going against what I would love to happen, putting my pride aside and wanting to be better and more present at home. So I don't know if any of that made sense, but I'm really grateful for my family who helped me celebrate my 31st birthday this week. They made me breakfast, gave me presents. We went out to dinner. We went to Lagoon, camped out. It was awesome. It was a really fun birthday, and I'm very grateful for them and how much they love me. All right, so this week, before the fire of this week starts, one thing I'm going to be committed to doing this week is giving more time to Mariah in whatever capacity that may be. Specifically, right now I'm thinking of just time together. And then this week's invitation that I want to invite all of you guys to do, along with me, is set 15 minutes aside each day to give to God, reading scriptures, praying, meditating, kind of whatever you guys do to get closer to God. And that's what I'm going to commit myself to doing, 15 minutes each day. It's going to be a great week. Summer's coming to an end. Kids are going to start going to school in the next couple weeks. So let's make the best of the next couple weeks. The hammer is still falling.